Good afternoon. This is Story Time with Pappy. This first story comes to us 28 years ago on the 4th of July, 1995. I am returning from a weekend of camping and just basic debauchery. A lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, a lot of everything going on with a group of former friends. So anyway, I'm driving home about a couple blocks from my house, and I get the familiar gurgle in my guts, and I'm going, okay, I got to take a dump as soon as I get home. So I'm trying to hurry home, and as I pull up, my house is surrounded by squad cars. And I'm thinking, okay, this isn't a good day for me today, is it? So I decide to, okay, head down to Super America, take my dump, go back and evaluate the situation here at my house. So as I'm going, I think maybe I better not go to Super America. I better check this out. So curiosity gets the best of me. And I head back and I pull up and I see this guy I used to go to school with who now is a cop. He comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, Johnny, what the fuck? How you doing?" I says, "Danny, when did you become a pig?" He chuckled. He goes, "Oh, about 8 years ago." He says, "I've been on the force for a while now." I says, "What's going on here?" He says, "Oh, man, I really feel bad for this dirty bastard." He says he's got some shit going on. He says, I don't want to be him. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh, just too much to talk about." I said, "Well," he goes, I said, "Well, what next?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I says, "I'm that poor bastard." I said, "This is my fucking house." He chuckles and he does the old, "Oh, shit." I said, "What's going on, Danny?" I said, "What?" He goes, "Well, we had breaking and entering." He says, "Someone broke into your house, cut themselves." He says, "It's a crime scene right now because there's a trail of blood going from your window to your bathroom." He says, "The place is just absolutely trashed." He goes, "Fucking vandalized." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, Danny," I says, let me in the house. I really got to go take a shit." I said, "I'm ready to shit on the seat." I said, "In fact, the turtle's poking his head out." I says, "Can I go in and dump?" He says, "Johnny, I can't do that." He says, we're waiting on somebody." I says, "Who are you waiting on?" I says, "I got to shit." He says, "Your bathroom is a crime scene too." I said, "Well, let me go to Super America." I says, "Let me go take my dump, come back, and, face the music." He says, "I can't do that." He goes, "Once you're on site, you can't leave." I go, "Danny, I'm going to fucking dump right here, man." He goes, "We're waiting for DEA." Well, my heart sank, and I thought, fuck, they found my babies. And then actually I got to thinking, how did they find my babies, right? So we wait another 25 minutes. I'm sweating because I got a dump. I'm just about to poop. All of a sudden, these two, nerdy looking fuckers come walking up. I think ended up being like Mike and Pete or some fucking thing. But anyway, they come up, said, "Are you John Parker?" Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I am. "Well, let's go inside." I said, "Great." That's because I got to take a shit. And he said, "Well, we don't know if you can yet because the place evidently is a crime scene." I says, "Well, I said, if you don't mind," I says, "I'll shit right on the kitchen floor." I said, "Because I can't wait anymore." So I go in, we all go in, they give me clear, I take a dump, almost had an orgasm. I was so fulfilled finally taking this thing. So then it occurs to me, well, I got the window right here, my house is full of fucking cops, I got 6 uniforms and 2 fucking DEA pricks. I don't need to deal with this. So I open the window, take off the screen, start poking my head out, and my face is met with a fucking pig standing there on the sidewalk shaking his head at me. And I said, "I'm just airing it out, officer." I said, "I had to hold it for so long." I said, it's pretty toxic in here." He says, "Close the window and get back and, get your head back in." So I do as I'm told. Go into the house, I look, and my trap door to the basement is wide open. And the lights are on down there, and I'm going, oh, fuck. All right. So they give me a tour through the house. My living room is trashed. I have some of my artwork stabbed to the wall with steak knives. A compass right through the forehead of my John Lennon painting I did when I was 15. I mean, I'm irate. I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to choke some motherfucker for coming in here and vandalizing my fucking place. Not only that, on the coffee table is my 3-foot fucking Geometrics bong and a fucking half-eaten cheddar wurst, Johnsonville cheddar wurst, and then a little pile of buds sitting next to it, and 3 empty fucking beer bottles. And I'm like I said, I'm fucking irate. I'm ready to choke this motherfucker. So he evidently isn't there, or she. I don't know who broke in, but shit's all askew. My window's broke. Blood trail going through. My bathroom is full of Band-Aids and blood and Neosporin squirted over like someone jacked off a fucking pharmacist. So here now, I'm like, what the fuck? So I say to the guy, to one of the pigs in the uniform, Danny. I says, how the fuck did you get in my basement? And the old prick, the old cocksucker who's going to retire soon, speaks up. He goes, oh, I can tell you that. He says, I was here 15 years ago when Carlos such and such used to live here. He goes, he was a coke dealer. He goes, so I knew all you got to do is check that trap door by your back door, by your back entrance. And right down there, you got the basement with the cistern. He goes, walk down there, there they were. There were all your babies in the basement. And I go, fuck. I said, so this used to be a drug house years ago. He goes, oh yeah, they used to hide coke in the cisterns, full of it. So anytime a cop comes here, they know to go down the basement through the trap door. He goes, not everybody knows there's a basement here. As well, just my fucking luck that the cops know that there's a fucking basement under my trap door. So anyway, in disgust, here I'm looking around, I'm going, what the fuck, man? This is, not only am I in trouble, but now I don't have any more fucking weed. So not a good start to the 4th of July, 1995. But I'm going to come back at you in a little bit because I'm not going to make these little blips for too long. I don't want to bore you fuckers. All right. See you soon.